We're going to do a damage comparison against Drizzt and Guinevere versus a rare Frost hero. And this rare Frost hero is going to do really well. What's going on right now is Drizzt just isn't performing like he should. But you need to see these numbers. Currently, we've got him in this set. And he looks great. Like, they did such a good job. And this is bringing so many new players to the game. You can see the D&D logo here. D&D heroes inside Dragonheir. And this is the first playable one we have. And you have to kind of summon for him. I don't know if we can get him free to play or not yet, but to get him right now, you got to do a lot of summons. So he needs to be good. He needs to be strong, and it's just not really working out. Things are not panning out the way they're supposed to be, and I've done 27 minutes worth of damage comparison against the test dummy, level 1, and then 3 of the test dummies and 5 of the test dummies to see what kind of damage we can get with this brand new legendary that everybody is rushing to the game to play compared to a rare that everybody pretty much has, that is way more survivable and does very comparable damage. So we got multiple copies of him. And when you get multiple copies of a legendary, you can inspire them to do additional effects and to get an increase of 8% attack, HP, and defense. Multiple times. Every time I put another copy into him, you get this 8%. So right now he's at 16% additional attack. And he would do more damage if the test dummy like dropped damage. But not a lot of things in the game that we fight boss wise have a HP bar that drops their HP, so there would be some kind of difference between variation between Drizzt himself and the boss. Like the Vortex boss just has like standard HP that's not a high or a low, it's just there along with a lot of other bosses. So this doesn't take effect, and it doesn't take effect in the test dummy either. But we're going to be surprised by the numbers. The other issue why we need to get this hero buffed, why they need to buff this hero now, is that Guinevere the Panther is like a summons, and it dies. It dies so easy. In anything that we do, it dies. And if it dies, the damage that Drizzt is doing falls down to like a common, to where you wouldn't even play him. There is no need to play him if the Panther dies, because together when they're attacking the same target, he gets 40% additional attack and 40% additional attack speed. Both of them do. So when you look over his skills, you're like, oh, this is really cool stuff. It looks great. Little bit low damage here, but it makes up for it because we've got Guinevere in here doing the basic attacks and doing this other damage. So it looks like, and the animations are top tier. The animations look great. You can see how amazing and why everybody is rushing to do this. If you've watched my videos, you know I always do spreadsheets. I've got numbers up here with the same gear, 100% chance to crit on all these heroes that I had on the test server. Level 1 dummy against a level 3 dummy, and then we've got AoE damage for 3 dummies and 5 dummies to see what does the most AoE damage and what does the most single target damage. And since we have Usha here doing single target damage, we can get an idea of where she places against Drizzt with them having both the same gear at level 100. We're not using the same gear that I use for all of these guys, but we can see where Usha placed in this hierarchy of single target damage. And then once we put the same exact gear on her that we're going to put on Drizzt, we can then see where Drizzt is kind of falling in line with damage that he's doing. I fully scrolled him. He's got the additional damage. He's got the quicker times to do his abilities. Same with this ability. So let's see how he compares to Usha. We're not going to watch 27 minutes of me testing, but this is me doing all the testing. So you can see I've got him up against one test dummy, and I don't use his aura. The leader skill, where 30% additional critical damage, I wasn't using that. I don't use any of their leader skills in any of the tests I've done before, so I always bring in somebody like Hexandra, which gives them enlightenment. So for him, enlightenment doesn't matter. But you can see I've done 27 minutes against all these dummies with the same exact gear, and then I came in here and I did Usha, which has insane survivability. She puts a big shield on herself and does very, very comparable damage to what we're getting with Drizzt. And that's with Drizzt having his Panther stay alive. When that Panther dies, his damage just plummets. He does nothing. It's not even worth having him on your team. We've got her against 3 target dummies here, and then we've got her in a team where somebody else is applying Frost. We have Rava here applying Frost so that once the Frost debuff is up more often, she will do double damage on her basic attacks. So as long as we have that up, which you would, if you're going to go up against the Vortex boss to get as much damage as possible on a Frost team, you would have somebody like Rava in there to have 100% uptime on Frost. So this damage that we see here against one target dummy is going to be at 1.9 million. Back to the spreadsheet, you can see Usha is somewhere around 15th ranked. And you can see Total Nan is up here at ranked number 4 because Total Nan, this epic, is a beast. Then you come down here to all these other single target damage dealers that aren't really that good at doing what they do. Maybe they do some kind of debuffs, maybe they don't, maybe they just need to have their damage increased. And then we come all the way down here to why I put in the numbers for Drizzt. Drizzt is a legendary, he's fully scrolled, he's getting additional damage, she's fully scrolled as well, but he is double ascended. We cannot ascend a rare, so he's getting that 16% additional attack. And with this, he's doing 2 million. Over here, he's doing 3.8 million on 3 dummies. Look at her, she's doing 1.5, but with somebody coming in and doing 100% uptime on Frost, she's doing 1.9. Right behind this brand new legendary. In AoE damage, she's doing 3 million. He's doing 3.8 million. So if I did do 100% uptime on Frost, this would be a little bit more. Very close to what he does. And he's twice ascended. I wish he wasn't. I wish he didn't get that additional attack because then I could see a better comparison. But what it really comes down to is Usha will survive. She puts a massive shield on herself and she'll stay alive. Drizzt, when Guinevere dies, which she dies all the time very quickly, then it's done. He does no damage. He does well below anything that Usha is doing. Well below anything that she could do. So right now, I hope they're listening to everyone. I hope they're buffing. What they need to do is make sure that this Panther takes no damage. I don't even know why it's taking damage. It shouldn't. And then even if they do some kind of summon component onto his skills, because right now when the Panther dies, it's done. It cannot come back. That's it, donezo. Never coming back. Your damage is done also with Drizzt because they're both not attacking the same target. They're not getting that additional attack and attack speed. You're not getting the additional damage from Guinevere. It's just a done deal. This guy is doing no damage, way lower than everyone else in the game. So it's pretty sad. I would still suggest play the event, do well in the event, see what's going on in the next few days, see what they do to buff him, see what they do to make her like invincible. She shouldn't even be taking damage. She shouldn't die because if they do give him a component to summon her back here, big deal. He summons her back, she falls over. He summons her back, she falls over. We're still not getting that consistent damage that we need. So make sure you're doing the event still because I think it's an awesome hero once they make a few small changes and then maybe increase some of that damage. I don't know. Do something to bring him up a bit because mine is twice ascended. I don't want some rare doing the comparable damage. I want him doing more damage. I want him doing more AoE damage. He should. He's a Dungeons and Dragons legendary inside Dragonheir Silent Gods. I want everybody to flock to the game and be like, yeah, let's get these exclusive heroes. Let's support the game. Let's spend on the game if we need to. Let's have a good time. Let me know what you all think about this down below. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in a video soon.